So first we should use the flowable composite. Let's say if you have so this is a category for different views, and this line is the matrix band. So where should we use the flowable composite? Which part of the cavity?
Deeper parts.
No? The flowable composite, yeah, exactly, for the angles and corners. Because it's flowable, because with that you can easier fill these parts. With the packable, it's not that easy. It's possible, but it's not that easy. So when you are using the flowable, you should use it. I think in general we can say that you can use it for all the contact lines that you have between the tooth and the matrix, where you have that quite sharp angles. And if you have these sharp angles and corners inside in the cavity, you should use it for those parts. You always have to use a small amount, because if you compare it to the packable composite, it has much worse physical properties. That's why just use only a very small amount of flowable. Yeah?
Does it have a kind of cushion effect?
So
What is it have a kind of cushion effect for to swing against the
not really. So the problem with the flowable composite, it has nowadays we have flowable composite that have an increased amount of filling particles. But in general, the flowable composite has much more matrix than the filling particles. So that's why they don't really have physical resistance, and they don't really have good wear properties. So that's why we don't use them to stand against any of the forces. We just use them to fill the gaps or the parts that are more difficult to fill with the packable. Okay? So after applying the flowable, of course, you have to light cure it. And what is the next step after that?
But applicable.
Sorry? No, first we only have the flowable. So after that we have to apply the packable composite. In case of cavities where we have a missing approximal wall, we have a technique we call centripetal technique. Centripetal technique is about first building the approximal walls, and after when we have the approximal wall, we should start to fill the rest of the cavity. So